What's up, world? Wake y'all asses up. It's another episode of King of the Berries podcast. We back at it again. I'm sorry for the delay. You know, life always get in the way. But you know what? I gotta do a better job of prioritizing this. You know, so that always fall back on me, man. Like, I know I don't got a lot of people out there that listen, but to the ones that listen, you know, they count on me to put stuff out in a timely manner. And I accept that, and I gotta do a better job of that. So I just want to start off with that apology. Second off, if I sound a little, a little weird, or my voice sound a little bit off, it's because of these damn allergies, man. I swear, y'all. All my people that deal with allergies, this pollen is the devil, yo. I swear, it's terrible out here. So I just been dealing with that. You might hear me sniff a little bit or whatever. Just coming from outside. Sometimes the pollen get in the house, all that type of stuff, man. So just dealing with that. But we're gonna have a good podcast because, this is a very special one to me because this one's about Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Nip, man. R.I.P. Nip. Yo, he was a real one. He was a true, soldier out here trying to make things better for the people, you know, especially for the black community, the impoverished areas, things like that. He was all about giving knowledge from my dealings, or not dealings, but just from what I seen about him, what I heard about him. And it's not just in his death, like I'm hearing about this stuff. Thing is, I heard about this stuff way, 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 way back. And I'm gonna just give my perspective, like how it affected me and how Nipsey touched me was because I heard about Nipsey, I think maybe 2010, 2011. I think somewhere back then. I know he was on the cover of Double XL. He was one of the top 10 freshmen that was on the cover. And I remember I went back and looked at his and listened to his music. And I thought dude was dope. He definitely reminded me of Snoop, like with that laid back flow and all of that type of stuff. And I like the sound, but it wasn't like my favorite at the time. You know, I'm from the East Coast. He got that West Coast style. So I wasn't the biggest fan, but I definitely was a fan of his music. But the thing is, I kept hearing about all these interviews he was doing, like the interviews back in the hood where he was like 19 or 20, and he was talking about buying his block that he was selling on, or eating the right foods, watching what you put in your body. This was stuff he was talking about years and years ago. And then, I kind of forgot about him for a couple of years. And then when he dropped that CD that he was selling for like $100, that's when I was like, oh man, he's selling a CD for $100? Like, who the hell gonna buy that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, who the hell gonna buy that? But I'm simple minded. You know, a lot of us simple minded, man, we put so many limitations on our thinking and things like that where we don't see the bigger picture sometimes. And what Nipsey did, man, he understood the bigger picture. He understood his fan base. He understood what this would do for his career. And he went out there and he did it, man. I think he sold 1,000 copies of that CD for $100. And I know Jay-Z bought like a good amount of copies just because he respected his hustle, because Jay-Z has that type of mindset. That's the type of mindset I'm trying to work to get towards. But Nipsey had that. And I'm talking about the business stuff. I'm not even talking about the humanitarian type of things he was doing for his community, about helping the kids out, working with police to stop gang violence. All of these different things he was doing. And it's just crazy. And I did this podcast for the people who might not know who Nipsey Hussle is. It might be like, oh, what's the big deal about Nipsey Hussle passing? And I would say the big deal about Nipsey Hussle passing is the fact that he showed that growth that most people want to aspire to. Yeah, he was in the gang. Yeah, he was selling drugs or doing whatever he was doing a lot of foul shit. He was doing a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't be proud of, but somehow he took that stuff that most people wouldn't be proud of, said, this is who I am, but this is where I'm going. That's why it's so big. Because not only did he say this is who I am, and this is where I'm going. He got there. He got there. He signed a major label deal and owned all his masters. For the people that's not big into music, they might not understand how big that is, but just to give you an idea, some people saying that Michael Jackson got killed because he bought his masters and the masters of, I think it was the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, something like that. That's a conspiracy out there, but that's just to let you know how important masters are. That means all the money go to you, or majority of the money go to you. You don't understand how big that is. And he did that because he put so much groundwork in from the beginning. He built his fan base up where he didn't need a major label, but he used the major label to get him to that next level. And that's what he was getting at. Dude was just on the cover of GQ not too long ago. Or not the cover, he was in the GQ magazine, him and Lauren London. Dude coming from the corners of his neighborhood where he was selling drugs at, to end up in the GQ magazine, to buy back the same block he was selling drugs on, to try to revitalize his community, to try to help other people. The Dr. Sebi stuff, trying to talk to people about a natural way of living, staying away from all these preservatives and this food and these hormones and these pills that ain't doing nothing good to your body. And a lot of people, the people that know me out there, I was already on a lot of this wave, the natural food, trying to eat naturally. I was vegetarian for a while. I fell off the wagon, man. Don't throw stones at me. We all humans. We all trying to get better. I fell off the wagon, but I'm gonna get back on though. I'm gonna get back on because I know that's the right way to live. I felt so much better when I was a vegetarian than since I went back to eating meats. I felt way better then. The only problem was it's just myself, the view of myself, my self-image. I lost a lot of weight, and I wasn't comfortable with that. And so that's the only reason I went back to eating meat is because I lost weight. I was getting healthy, and I guess I just didn't look the way I wanted to look, and I just folded. And so I back eating meats, and so now my physique is getting better, but now I don't feel the same. I don't have the same energy. I don't have the same liveliness. So it's time for me to make a change back. And Nipsey was on that wave. Waka Flocka. A lot of these, we write off a lot of these hood dudes, man. The so-called gangbangers, the things like that. The thing with these dudes is if they live long enough to make it out and get their mindset changed, these are powerful people. These are powerful people because the things they seen to be able to overcome that, and then to change your perspective and decide, you know what, I don't want to be a menace to society. I want to uplift society. That's a powerful thing. So I salute all them dudes, the T.I.s, the Killer Mikes, the Wakas, the Nipseys, Diddy's, Jay-Z. You see how all these powerful people, they came from nothing. So for all the people out there that's like, man, you know what? I don't got nothing. I don't have nothing. I don't know if I'm going to be something. Like, man, you got so many examples of people that was in the same shoes you was in and they made it. And that's just in the music industry. It's a bunch of other business people out here that was in the same shoes you was in. I'm not going to rattle off a bunch of names, but Damon John, I think that's his last name. My man that made Fubu, that's on Shark Tank. Man, he came from the slums too. He came from nothing too, man. Yo, we could all be something. We just got to change our mindset. We got to change the way we think about ourselves first. We got to realize we kings and queens out here. We got the ability to do whatever we want to do. And that's what makes Nipsey Hussle so powerful, is because he believed that with his whole heart. And not only did he believe it, he went out there and did it. He did it, man. Congratulations, Nip. Congratulations. Your journey was complete, bro. You accomplished what you need to accomplish on this earth. And like you said, man, the marathon continues. Like everybody been saying. He started the marathon. Now it's up to the followers to finish it. It's up to us to finish the job. And to finish the job is continuing to build the low income black community. Continue to have unity. Nipsey brought together, his death brought together all the rival gangs in LA. Is everybody on board? No. But the people that was about peace, that realized, you know what, why are we killing each other over nonsense, over drugs, over land that most of the time they don't even own? Why are we killing ourselves over that? That's what this dude Nip was trying to teach us, man. Like, work together and learn to buy the block. Y'all pay the rent could be going to y'all instead of the other people that's not in your community. Nip was all about that, man. Nip was all about that. Not to mention he was a dope artist. Not to mention it. I mean, man, Nip is something special, man. He always was. I always respected Nipsey. It don't matter if I was big into his music or not. Which, like I said, I was a fan, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the biggest fan. I know all his CDs. I know all his songs or things like that. No, but I respected that man hustle though. I always heard about the moves he was making, the things he was doing, the Dr. Sebi stuff, man. Like, I respected all of that. I watched a lot of his interviews and picked up a lot of stuff from his interviews. I watched it's this thing, if y'all ever, this is a quick plug. You know, I really don't like to do plugs, but in this case it's a good plug. This is a guy, Evan Carmichael. If you go into YouTube, you type in Evan Carmichael and type in Nipsey Hussle. He did top 10 rules to success for Nipsey Hussle a while ago. And Nipsey, and he talks about like dedication, creating your own path, hustle, drive, motivation, being your own boss. He talked about all of that stuff. It's in his top 10. If y'all get a chance, go check that out for all the people that really want to get into the things that Nipsey was talking about while he was alive. And I mean, man, like I said, I don't want to ramble on too long because I just wanted to do a quick podcast, but I had to talk about Nip. Like, it was no way I couldn't talk about Nip. Like, that thing hit very, very deeply. Not just me, but like millions of people. That's the thing people don't understand. The power of your words is so immeasurable. This dude Nip could possibly change the world with his death just because how he lived his life. If you can't get inspired by that, you can't, I don't know what you can get inspired by. If you can't get inspired by a man passing and they crowd the streets, a whole city crowd the streets for miles and miles and miles to celebrate his life. And these people probably, most of them never even met Nipsey in person. Some of them only met him in passing by. And his words, what he talked about, how he lived his life, impacted so many people's lives so much. He filled up the Staples Center. The Staples Center. Do y'all understand that? I hope y'all realize how valuable as people we are. Every single one of us is a valuable person. Nipsey parents said they couldn't imagine him having this type of impact. How y'all live y'all lives is how y'all will be remembered. I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. I had to look at myself and be like, man, Paul, you gotta get your shit together, man. You could be out here, you could have the same type of impact Nipsey had. You can have a bigger impact. We all can. We are all kings and queens walking around this earth. And a lot of us don't even notice it. We don't even notice it. We get so down on ourselves. We keep saying, oh, we not this or we not that. Man, that Nipsey, this whole Nipsey Hussle situation made me realize how valuable I am as a man. To my family, to my child, to my community, to every person out here in the world. We all have the possibility to have a great impact, just like Nipsey did, like Pac did, JFK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. We all have that type of influence, or the possibility to have that type of influence. We just got to tap into our inner power. You got to, please, people, pick up a book. Listen to some type of motivation. Shit, I like to turn up like everybody else, man. I like to have my fun, do my thing, man. Women is my weakness. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I'm an average man. Just like I'm pretty sure Nipsey ain't no pretty sure Nipsey was an average man. That dude was a flawed individual. Ain't nobody walking this earth perfect. But you don't gotta be perfect to have an impact on people. You just gotta be you, the best version of you could be. That's all Nipsey was, man. That's all any of our greats, anybody that people really, really, really respect, they just being the best version of themselves they can be. They maximizing their potential. So with all that being said, I'm just going to pose the question to everybody out there, including myself. Are we going to maximize our own potential? Are we going to become the best version of ourselves we can become? Because I'm going to let y'all know, like, if I got to go, I want to have a celebration like that. I want to be celebrated like that. I want to live my life to the utmost and to the fullest and touch so many people's lives where people feel like they got to come from all across the country, all across the world to get a chance to say goodbye to me. Yeah, I want to have that type of impact. I'm not going to sit here in front with y'all. Now, the thing is, now I just got to put the work in and do the things I need to do, and then I can have that. I can have that. I want to be the best father ever. I want to be the best, co-parent ever. I want to be the best future boyfriend or husband ever. I want to be the best friend ever. But I want to do all of that while being me. I want to aspire to greatness. I don't want to live average and ordinary. Nipsey didn't want to live average and ordinary. He went out there and achieved greatness. And he did it for so long at such an early age. For all my young listeners out there, if you a young age, you ahead of the curve, man. Go ahead, get your stuff lined up now. Learn how to be a boss now. For my people that's a little bit older, we definitely don't got time to waste. We definitely got to boss up right now. But it's all right, man. Whatever stage of life you in, it's always time to change. It's always time to be better. You can always make a great impact on people. You can always do that. So like I said, I just wanted to do something, man. I just want to pay my respect to Nipsey. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Sometimes you just gotta get your words together. You gotta get your thoughts together. And then, like I said, other stuff I've been allowing to get in my way. But I was like, today, you know what? I gotta pay my respect. I saw the funeral service and it touched me. I think that's the closest thing to Big and Pac passed in the hip hop community you could have, if not surpassed it. I was alive for Big and Pac, but I don't really remember. I probably was like 6 or 7 when they pass. I'm a grown adult. I can soak it in. I can feel the energy. I can feel a movement that's coming from Nipsey passing, man. And what a blessing, man. You know, it's unfortunate you got to lose somebody, especially somebody that was already great but destined for more greatness. It's unfortunate you got to lose a person like that to see a better shift for the culture, for the hip hop culture, for the black culture. And it's like I feel it. I feel it, and I hope we can continue this. Man, it's a sad thing, but it's a great and happy thing at the same time, because I think it will inspire a lot of people. I know it definitely inspired me, and like I said, part of this podcast is for people that didn't have a clue who Nipsey Hussle was, or or why is people making such a big deal out of his passing. I hope you can listen to this podcast and get a better understanding of why, especially the black community, it touched so many people. Just go back and listen to his interviews. He was just one of the dudes on the block. He seemed like one of the type of dudes you could walk outside and see outside and just talk to him and chop it up with him. He just gave off that vibe, that aura. And not only chop it up with him, but he gonna give you some type of words of encouragement or motivation, something to make you be like, you know what, damn man, I need to get my shit together. That's just the vibe I always got from him. And if people don't know, I don't think I have my Snapchat anymore. But like I said, I got a couple of Snapchats back in the day of me like listening to Nipsey, man. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying I'm the biggest fan. I'm not. But I was a fan, and I definitely listened to his music, and he was always dropping jewels in his music. Always. And so, like I said, man, let me go ahead and just wrap this up. Like, R.I.P. Nip, man. R.I.P. Nip. Like everybody's been saying, man, the marathon continues. Everybody keep your head up, man. Be safe out here. Just uplift everybody, man. Just uplift everybody. And I just want to pose this question to you. And maybe this is a question we all need to think about. Are we maximizing our potential? Nipsey maximized this potential. Are you doing the same? I know I'm not. But now I feel like my journey is to maximize my potential. Are y'all maximizing your potential?